Hello, Western New York. Say hello, Paris. I don't want to know what she's eating. And quite frankly, neither do you. Well, as you can see, the snow is melting. I mean, yesterday at this time there was no snow. Then of course it started to rain. And now, and then this morning there was at least an inch, maybe two worth of snow. And now there's a whole lot less snow. Well, looking at my soil and compost yet again. You know, I mean, like I said, there's a couple of different ways in which you can get your soil and compost. I mean, for a low price or for free. One method is which is relatively easy to do, is basically right about this time of the year, go to a store and buy stuff that is, shall we say, being sold at discount, because stores are trying to get rid of their old stuff, you know. See, there's Paris. And of course, we got Allie over here. Say hello to everybody on YouTube again. Guess she doesn't want to bark yet again. Well, like I said, you can go to the big box store and look for the dirt and compost and whatnot that they have on sale. And okay, maybe you'll end up buying some plain old topsoil, which isn't all that good, but you can also buy some compost or peat moss or all that other stuff, and you can mix that all in, you know. That's why is it always that the string on my boot always comes undone? Ah, well. Well, anyways, like I said, you mix your compost in with the topsoil and that'll do the job, you know. Or another method is know a farmer or two, or a local zoo, or maybe a circus, or petting zoo, or well, let's see here. What sort of places own cattle and horses? Ranches, farms, quite a bit, you know. And well, you can, well, like I said, you can buy some from them, put them in a spot, let the stuff age, you know. Or alternatively, you can work on making your own, you know, through yard waste, food scraps, you know, leaves and whatnot. There's formulas for making compost all over YouTube. I'm not going to bother listing them at all. At the moment I'm walking around in my blueberries. These are North American varieties of the Volculum cabellarium Forgive me, my Latin is terrible. You know. But these are high bush blueberries. Well, most of them. I mean, there's probably some that are. Well, the pink lemonades are a high bush rabbit eye cross, and the Jerseys and Patriots, I believe, are low bush crosses. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite sure what a blueberry glaze is. I don't know if it might be a low bush cross. I certainly don't know about the peach sorbet. I mean, that might get a little taller or what, you know. I mean, there is something called the mid-high bush that's a cross between the high bush and the low bush. So that you know, I mean, not all that tall. You know, I mean, a low bush maybe gets a foot in height. High bushes could be over 5 feet tall. And the mid-high is probably around 3 feet in height. You know. And you got, here are the, and, well, you know, they taste good. And these are the red currants. They, along with the gooseberries, are part of the ribes family. They, well, they tend to produce a tart fruit. I mean, very nice. You know, just to let you know, here's a little trick for you. If you happen to have, you got red currants and blueberries, here's a little trick. Get yourself a handful of red currants, eat them, whew, and then to contrast the tartness, grab yourself a handful of blueberries. Yeah, that's a real good flavor right there. Nice contrast as well. And can't believe it. My laces just keep on getting undone. Particularly on this foot. Oh well. I'll be honest with you, I've yet to have any. I've never eaten a gooseberry, either raw or as part of a jelly or jam or a pie, to my knowledge. And then we got the grapes right here. These are American grapes from the Vitis lubeum or something like that. You know, yeah. If you're a venturist, culturalist, or whatever it is that name is for people that grow grapes, you would know a little bit better than I would do. I mean, what I know is that these are fox grapes, you know, because they're all American grapes. I mean, it said they're not that great for wine, but apparently there are some varieties that do a good job. Of course, I don't plan on making wine. I plan on eating, you know. And these are my raspberries. The reds come from two of those questions: are they species, separate species, or subspecies? You know, you got the European variety. This goes by the name of Rubus itis, which means red berry of Ida. Talk to your Greek historians on that one. And then there's the North American variety. One second, I gotta tie my lace. Well, as you can see, these are ones I got here. This is my long established bed. This is, let me see here. The trailer was put in '09. It is now '07. That means that, well, and I believe the first of these was put in that summer. That means that parts of this patch are going on 8 years. And of course, like I mentioned, I always add on every single year. In fact, this right here constitutes my latest plants. And right here are some yellows, and I've never grown yellows before. You know, I've been looking for them for a while, and I got lucky and ended up picking up 6 of the plants. You know? So, like I say, I look forward to trying out my new plants, you know. I mean, ice keeps on picking up ice. And that's what I mean, you know, I mean. Then again, it might be because my shoelaces, my bootlaces are a little long. Well, as you can see, the snow is melting. I mean, it's like, Mr. Winter, can't you make up your mind? You know, and right here, my wilds. I mean, I do not know if these are pure American plants, the stratagem, or if they're hybrids with the itis. Because, well, you know how some plants are, you know, they hybridize real quickly, and that is partly how we got so many different varieties of raspberries. I mean, it's from the different crosses back and forth. I mean, we got, say nothing about the crosses between blackberries and raspberries, but say nothing about their closely related cousin, the dewberry. You know, all that other stuff, you know, I mean, let's see, what do we have? I wonder, somebody's been doing a little, think I got some signs that I got something digging in there. something being the key word, probably a woodchuck. Well, you know, I consider myself fortunate where I'm growing. And quite frankly, I'm surprised I've got as many plants as I do. I mean, I planted all of this all along the edges of my yard, which tells you what you can do with your space. I mean, if you only have, you can just use a foot of each of your edges, and you can grow yourself a decent garden, you know. I mean, maybe you can't grow acres of corn, but you could probably grow beans, some squash. Maybe you ain't gonna grow any big prize-winning pumpkins, but maybe you can grow some, you know, or something that'll do the job. I mean, I'm just blessed with what I got so far. I know this weather going up and down with the temperature does cause me a little bit of a concern. I mean, I'm gonna see if it's still there, but well, let's just say when I took a look the other day, yeah, you see it's starting to leaf out a little at the top. Same with some of these other ones. Let me see here. Now it looks like the heritage is starting to do a little bit of the same. You know, starting to bud out, which means I guess it was a good time. I got some good timing with they came to my black raspberries yesterday. Let's see here. Anything growing on this? Well, I can't see anything growing on this, but maybe something hidden, you know. Whew. I mean, whew. And they still has at least a good chunk of their leaves. You know? Well, whew. Well, I'll be honest with you, I can't wait. It's I mean, it's going to start warming up in the next couple of weeks, and of course, hopefully by then my income taxes will be in, you know, so that I'll have, you know, some money for after Mother's Day to you know, do a little bit of spending, you know, buy some plants, you know, maybe buy some soil, compost, talk to some farmers even around here, you know, see who's got a compost pile that they don't mind sharing or don't mind selling or giving away, or talking to the guys at the local BPU and all that other stuff, you know, see if they're willing to send me some leaves or wood chips and grass clippings and all that other stuff. You know, and that's what you need to do, you know. If you got the space for the stuff, you know. Well, whew. It's still cold out here, you know. And, well, whew. Well, let's take another look at my dirt, you know. You know, started this video looking at dirt. Might as well end it looking at dirt. You know. Well, actually, we started off looking at Paris here. And then we went to look at the dirt. Well, like I said, if you want your dirt and compost, you got 3 methods. One, buy it from a store. If you want it cheap, buy it at, well, you know, around this time of the year when they got their sales and they're trying to get rid of their old stuff. Method number 2, buy or get it gifted to you from farms and zoos and circuses and all those other places that have livestock, you know, that produce, you know, manure, and then mix it up with something else, you know. And then, of course, there's making the stuff yourself, you know. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to do that, you know. You know. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this. Comment. Hit the little bell. And all that other good stuff. Well, see you around. Bye.